Hello and welcome. So in this video, I've called it Letting Money Flow. And we're going to be doing a quick tap along EFT process that'll help reduce the resistances that we have towards money. So money is usually a really charged subject. It's got a lot of emotions in there. It's got a lot of beliefs. It's also got a lot of memories and events that are associated with money through some kind of experience. And so what this does over time, it tends to accumulate. And whenever the subject of money is brought up, is usually creates like a stress response in the system for most people. And interestingly, we've got a lot of, obviously for most people, we've got a lot of stress around not having any money. That's usually the main one we focus on. But if you dig a little bit, we've actually also got, for many of us, this huge fear in having a lot of money. And so what we're going to be doing in this tap is going to go through both sides and start neutralizing and calming the system down so that even when the subject of money is brought up, it doesn't create like a tension. And also when it flows in and out, there's no sort of tension around it either. Because if you've got tension, you may have it, but you're afraid of losing it, or you don't have it and you're afraid of not getting any more. So there's just so many dynamics going on. So let's start clearing some of that stuff. So the first thing, let's go onto the side of the hand, tapping. So in here, karate chop point, and tap here. And as we're tapping, I want you to pay particular attention to your chest and your belly, your solar plexus area. And this is what I call the feeling center. And this gives us a lot of insight into your system, actually. Subconscious mind, we could call it, your energy system, your chemistry system. A lot of stuff is experienced through the feeling center, and that gives us a lot of information. And it's easy to think and say things, but when you tune into your feeling center, that'll show you if you're really in alignment with what you've said or what you've thought, or if there's some resistance to that. And so we're going to be going through this as we go. So the first thing I want you to do while we're tapped is I'm going to be bouncing you around a little bit, so bear with me. So the first thing I want you to do is imagine having no money and tune into your feeling center. Can you feel that? Just imagine as best you can running out of money. Notice any fear, tension, resistance. And just see if you can welcome that feeling for a moment, as best you can while we tap. And repeat these words. So even though I've got all this fear, resistance, and tension around not having any money, I fully and deeply love and accept myself anyway. Even though I've got all this resistance, fear, worry, apprehension, embarrassment, guilt, shame, around running out of money. It's okay to feel this way, and I fully and deeply love and accept myself anyway. Good. And again, notice the feeling center. Imagine having no money. Even though I've got all this resistance, all this tightness, and all this worry around running out of money, not having any money, it's okay to feel this way. I accept how I feel. And I allow myself to relax. I allow myself to let go some of this fear. And I fully and deeply love and accept myself anyway. Good. So let's go up here. Having no money. Go on the side. Running out of money. how scary that would be. What would I do? Where would I go? Who could help me out? Good. All this fear. It's just a fear. In this moment, it's not actually real. But in this moment, it's a feeling of being real. It's a feeling of fear. And I accept this feeling. And I also know it's just a feeling. And I'm open to the possibility that I can let this feeling go. Good. Under the nose. I'm open to the possibility of letting this feeling go. Of letting this fear go. All this worry. All this apprehension. I choose to let it go now. Good on the chin. It's safe now to let it go. It's safe now to relax my body. And just allow myself to be here. And to feel good. I allow myself to feel good and relaxed. Good on the chest. And I fully and deeply love and accept myself anyway. Good. Take a little break. Now I'm going to push it up the other end. So I want you to imagine now, just for a moment, what it'd be like to have lots of money. So much money you wouldn't know what to do with it. And notice in the feeling center how that feels. May have some apprehension, excitement, anxiety. What am I going to do with it all? How do I deal with it all? My life's going to change a lot if I have all this money. What does that mean? So this one's a really good example of it's easy to say that we want a lot of money. But when we actually visualize it and allow ourselves to go there, usually there's a lot of resistance. Because it usually means a lot of change. Some people are really afraid of losing it. Once you've got it, you're afraid of losing it, and then you've got to learn how to manage it. And that means lawyers, that means banks, and you have to pay more tax. So it's easy. Many people get overwhelmed. And so we sabotage ourselves and we restrict our ability energetically to receive a lot of money, to be open at least to the idea that we could welcome in lots of money. Because energetically in this system, we resist it. So let's clear that. So on the side of the hand. So imagine yourself with lots of money. Notice the feeling in your feeling center. Make it a little stronger. If there's anxiety, there's contraction. Really tune into it. Notice the resistance, whatever it is. We don't even have to understand it at this point. It's just the resistance. There's resistance there. Allow it to be here. Good. So repeat these words. Even though I've got all this resistance, fears, overwhelm, worry about having lots and lots of money, I accept how I feel, and I fully and deeply love and accept myself anyway. Good. Even though I have this resistance in my body. Feeling of fear, worry, contraction. That's okay. It's okay to feel this way. And it's okay now to relax and let this feeling pass through. I'm open to the idea of letting this feeling pass through and letting go of any of the fear that's attached to it. And I fully and deeply love and accept myself. Okay, let's go up here. This resistance to having lots of money. What would I do with it all? Where would I put it? I'd have to hire lawyers, banks. I'd be afraid of losing it. Go on the side of the eye. People would start treating me differently. Good. And even notice in yourself if there's a sense of seeking approval from others. Is that in there? That feeling? Like, oh, I'll be so rich, I'll finally get approval from my parents. I'll finally get approval from the woman I've been chasing. She'll finally turn around and take notice of me. And just notice that feeling. And any feelings of control. This money will give me control. Just notice that feeling. Good, under the eye. So all these feelings of resistance or power or approval from others. It's okay to feel this way. And it's also okay to start letting it go. Good. Under the nose. Any resistance towards having lots of money, any overwhelm, it's safe now to let that feeling go. On the chin, because I know I can handle it. I can learn what I need to learn when I need to learn it. I'm capable. I'm balanced. I'm calm. I feel good with or without the money. I feel centered. I feel generous. I feel at ease. And I release all the fears, resistance, contraction that's stopping me from allowing money to flow. I release on the chest. I release anything that I'm aware of and unaware of that is stopping me from letting money flow in and out. I allow money to flow easily in. I allow myself to receive money. I allow myself to spend money wisely and joyfully and generously. And I allow myself to feel good with or without the money, because it feels good to be me. Good. Take a breath and release. Good. So you can practice this video as many times as you like. And you may notice the main thing that we're doing is we're going from one extreme to the next, the full spectrum, and we are clearing the resistances that we have on either end. And basically, when that stress is gone, it's much more easy to just let stuff flow in and flow out without the stress. And you're also able to make better decisions because you're not sort of dictated by those stressful emotions. So that's it. If you enjoyed, please feel free to comment, leave a comment above or below. And if you want to learn more about EFT, doing it on yourself or helping others with EFT, then check out the link that's connected to this video. Signing off, namaste.